Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. Hope you all are doing well. We're back in Minnesota. We're back working on the TSX finally. I haven't seen this thing in maybe over a month. Lots of changes to it, so we'll just take a moment to kind of just walk around the car and see what Kyle and Pete and Charlie have been doing to the car. Those boys stepped out for a little bit. They'll be back very shortly here, but we'll just take this moment to just kind of peek around and see what's been happening to the car. So just quickly looking at the car, looks like they put some temporary wheels on, front bumper, headlights. Looks like the latches are done on the hood. I think that was done last time that I was here too. I think Pete was the one that did that, but looks like the grill is out here. Let's walk our way around to the front. And as I peek in here, it looks like the brake lines are done. I know it's dark, you can't really see, but these G-Games wheels, talk about old school, huh? Must have been some wheels Kyle had laying around. You can see I made a post on IG about these polycarbonate windows that Kyle made using these Zeus quick latches. That's so that we could take this window out quickly if we need to. Well, I mean, we're going to be removing it every single track day because you can't have that anyway. So those latches make it really quick to be able to remove it. Rather than this rear window, as you can see, Kyle welded in small brackets with riv nuts, and those are actually screwed on with fasteners. So that would take a little bit longer to remove, but the rear window, we don't really have to do that too often. The front, clearly we do, so that's why we have the difference between the front and the rear there. Looks like rear brakes are put together. Yep, the stainless lines are there. It's a little dark, but I'll try to get under here. This control arm right here is actually the old one that came off of this car. That's the one arm that's like on back order. Welder's out because Kyle is building the exhaust for this thing. The boys are back. What up?
What's up?
Beep. What's up? It looks sick, dude.
Yeah, I honestly don't really know what I'm doing, but
what do you mean?
like, I don't know. I've never done exhaust. Like, I don't know how big the clearances should be.
Ah. It looks good to me. I'm guessing that header is 2.5. Is that why you have that little expansion?
Yeah, and it like, we can raise the car up.
Go.
But it like was kind of low. Like, I don't know if this is too tight. I don't know. I'm learning.
Do we have a flex in here at all?
So that's another thing. I built this, and then I found the flex that Charlie bought. I was like, oh. But like, I don't know. Do you need a flex? I can't imagine that flex. Like, these seem way more, like these would give, like this would be all your flex before that flex would actually even move. So those flexes are pretty stiff.
Yeah.
I could be completely wrong. Again, I don't know.
I suppose it just depends on how much movement the engine and trans is gonna go through. Because I mean, that's gonna dictate how much, you know, the exhaust is gonna move because it's fixed to the engine, right? So
Yeah, I could certainly throw one in too.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I can cut, I guess I don't really know where, but.
Dude, that's some intricate stuff right here.
Yeah, I
The
don't know.
expansion to like there's like 2 different angles there.
Yeah, again, this seemed kind of low, so like if I was gonna keep this straight and then put this resonator in, that resonator would be like here.
Super low.
So I just try to kick it up a little bit.
Looks good though.
Yeah, I literally was like looking for all the exhaust parts, and I thought I had everything on the table, and then like I built that, and I was cleaning it up, and I was like, oh, I was probably supposed to use this.
All right, today I'll be working on getting the booster and the master into the car. We just cleaned this one up. This is the old one. Repainted it. Nothing special. Working on that. Kyle's going to be doing some interior wiring harness stuff. Routing, cleaning up, looming. So Kyle will be in there, and then Pete will be working on the passenger side windows. Continuing to work on the car, updates. Booster and master cylinder are on. We're gonna bench bleed the master, then we'll connect the lines and attempt to bleed the rest of the system. Charlie's here now, and he is working on stuff under the hood, serpentine belt, power steering pump, various things. And then Kyle has moved on from wiring to working on this auxiliary heater pump. Since we've eliminated the factory one, and we're gonna be racing in potentially the rain as well. We're gonna need a way to defrost the front windshield. Then we're just gonna run ducting to various places wherever we need. And then Pete, he finished that rear window, and now he's working on that front passenger window, which should be the last one. And then I was missing the clevis or the yoke from the booster that I put in. Charlie just brought this over. I just took off the yoke and the clevis pin, which are right here, that I need to transfer to this guy so we can get the brakes operational and this car rolled out of here.
Making this gasket for the fittings. These are gonna go right through the firewall. So basically this is pressed up against the firewall and there's a little air gap. So I'm trying to make a little gasket. So I got one hole punched. This is just like a little rubber pad. So basically what I did, took a 1-inch tube, just sharpened the end down, get me a sharp edge, and then I'll square it up. And then give that a hit.
Damn.
And yeah, a little gasket. See if that works.
Sick. Trying to breed the brakes, breed the brakes, bleed the brakes. But we got nothing but air in the system on this side. I bench bled the master. The right rear bled perfectly fine. Now the rear left is proving to be difficult, so we're gonna go get a vacuum bleeder. But we're figuring out dinner right now. Chips is what you guys want to do?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Burgers.
Smash burgers.
Ooh. Okay. All right. You guys want to go now?
Yeah, we can go home.
Right. Yeah, I've seen the videos.
Yeah, of Andy, and it was the same mark on that. I was like, where is this happening? He's like, oh, it's on the back half. You know, it's like, you know. So I was looking at his time. He was probably going like, 6 miles.
All right. It is almost 10 p.m. We already went to dinner, but we have been struggling on bleeding the damn brakes on this car. We've got brake fluid coming out of the rear right. We've got no fluid coming out of the rear left or front right. We haven't tried the front left yet. So what we're gonna do, I looked at all data. All data actually suggests front left, front right, and rear left. So this is our last attempt. We've also bench bled the master like 2 or 3 times. So it's definitely not that. There's air somewhere else, but hopefully this change in procedure that we're doing will solve our problem. If not, we're leaving the car in jack stands for Kyle. And we're calling it a night.
A few moments later.
All right, unsuccessful with bleeding the brakes. I guess we're waiting for clutch master cylinder as well. So we have to replace that. So the master has to come out anyway. Basically what it comes down to is that we're suspecting that the master is bad. So we're gonna get the old one back on. We've tried everything, can't get it to bleed. So like I said, we're gonna try the old master, which is OEM too, right? So hopefully that'll work. And at the same time, once we have this master off, we'll put in a new clutch master as well, because that's tucked in behind the strut tower and like in between that and the booster. Like you can't get to it. Well, that's it for the video for today. Made a bit of progress. It's just a lot of this small tedious jobs. Pete, you did windows today, right?
Yep.
And then Kyle got a bunch of little jobs done too, like some of the wiring done. You got the auxiliary heater in. You guys just did the hoses. That was super quick. Charlie did some engine bay stuff, serpentine belt, some sensors. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. If you guys liked the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you guys want to stay up to date with this car, hopefully we can get it going soon. Subscribe to the channel, share the video because it definitely helps out the channel. Till next time, stay safe, stay smooth. I'll see you guys in the next video.